on. Holla ballers and a bro fist to you all, for it is once again Friday, and it's also the bombshell, the patch 6.0 Warlords of Draenor notes dropping in the middle of the night for us UK folk. God damn, Blizz! Starting the drama early, and it is kicking off with some drama, but that's not why we're here today, is it? No, we'll save that for some other time. Today, it's Drama Friday. Last week, I didn't upload Drama Friday because I had so many production problems. Literally, the green screen was flickering, the sound was all over the place, the mic was dropping in the screen. It just looked like a whole hell of a lot of trouble, and therefore, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to move the mic there. Fixed. So my head doesn't keep getting cut off. And therefore, I didn't upload it because it just had so many goddamn problems that I do try and keep my channel to a reasonable standard, especially with live stream stuff, because it's always lesser quality on the live stream. That's just the way of things. So we're going back to the old school now. There's no RP today, but there is drama on the good book. And you know what? If the drama gets to the good book, if it goes from the virtual world to the virtual real world of the good book, I'm in. I'm invested. I'm invested in your story when it takes it all the way to the good book. If we get there in good style, and we get all the way to there, I'm alright. I'm good. So I've got a couple of stories lined up here. Called The Personal Drama in a Guild and Recruit a Friend. Recruiting those friends. It's just not the wisest decision to recruit your friends to World of Warcraft. It just ends badly. Oh, it just ends so badly. And a Huntard story. A Huntard story. We like a Huntard story, don't we? We do like a Huntard story. If we got a Hunter story, we're happy. We're happy with a Hunter story. We're happy. So I'm going to start with this tale. Which is the personal drama. The personal drama and recruiting a friend. Because I'm a Huntard. Look, everybody. I'm a Huntard. Right, there are characters in this, but they appear midway through the story, so I'll mix and match them as we go. Don't worry about it, okay? No need to spam. We'll get there. Dear Preacher. This is a 12-year-old. I'm just putting it out there, right? We can't start without us knowing. It's a 12-year-old. It's a 12-year-old. Which means decisions were made. Decisions were made. Good ones. There's nothing like making decisions when you've got some pubes growing that is going to carry you to success. Carry you to success. I've been playing WoW on the Storm Reaver server since the Burning Crusade. Good man. I started playing when I was around 12. Round 12. Just like every noob in WoW, it took a while for me to find the class I really loved to play. I decided to go with a human paladin. After leveling to 10, I decided to look up power leveling sites. You got to level 10 on a human paladin. You made it to Stormwind. You made it to literally the best city. It is pretty much up there. The best first city you can encounter in World of Warcraft. You made it to there. You made it to Goldshire and through there and decided at that point, power leveling. What went through your mind with the easy mode leveling of 0 to 10, which is the speed levels, that you thought this was too much? Call of Duty gamer. What happened? Was it not? Is it too hard? Is it too much? Take it too long. Take it too long. I need to power level this. I found a website after a very extensive 12-year-old Google search. After a very serious research Google search, I found a website that was offering level 1 to 70 for the ban gold price of $125 dues. 125 cash monies, right? So I begged my mom to order it on her credit card. And he got it. And this really worries me. How did you sell... Mom? Serious talk right now, mother. Serious talk. I need you to pay $125 to pay someone else to play the game for me. Right? That video game that you bought me for me to play. I now need you to pay someone else to play it for me. And it's $125. And she said yes. Why? What the fuck? I can't even imagine the conversation. I need you to pay $125 on your credit card. Don't ask any questions. Really don't ask any questions. I need you to do it. I need you to do it. So it all happened, and 2 days later, they started power leveling my account. I was getting excited about having a level 70 character. I can't wait! So I kept logging on to see what level my character was. Just logging him out while he's leveling. That bot must have been really annoyed. That bot must have been really annoyed that you kept interrupting his wonderful grind of boars and skinning. So bummer. So I kept logging on to see what level my character was. Then logging off again immediately. Just checking to see what it was. About 3 days later, I received an email from Blizzard saying my account had been permanently banned. 125 quid. Plus WoW. Plus Burning Crusade. Gone. Just like that. Gone. Being 12, I was really upset. So I logged onto my guild's Ventrilo and literally started crying. I couldn't get my money back from the company that power leveled me. Can you imagine asking them? Excuse me, my account got banned because you were leveling on it. I want my money back. Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that. I wonder what that conversation was. If it was just, ha. Good luck. I was so sad, I cried on vent, and they wouldn't give me my money back, so that made me even more upset. It made me even more upset. These days, I laugh at people who cry on vent or buy power levels. Looking back, though, I was a really stupid guy. Yes, you were. A few days later, I convinced my mom to buy me another WoW account. Where did you get this mother from? Where did you get this mother from? Where? Within a week, she had to pay like $200 for World of Warcraft. $200 for World of Warcraft, right? Jesus fucking Christ. This time, I was not going to power level. Good man. Bold decision, like it. I started on the Horde side as a Blood Elf mage. I joined a guild, can't remember the name. The guild was everything I could ask for. It had about 120 people. Right away, to make friends, I started talking to the guild on Guild Chat, Ventrilo, and next thing I know, I was raiding with them. You talk a lot, I guarantee it. As the days of Burning Crusade were coming to an end, the guild started to die down. So I instantly left them and went over to an alliance and started a fresh mage. In Wrath, I was not a heavy raider. I was casual, so I was guild hopping most of the time, just having fun, and ended up maxing out my mage, a DK, and a warrior, and a pally. Kata came. I thought the commercials were so cool. So I decided this would be the expansion. I would finally get to see some hardcore raiding. It was a cool commercial. The Cataclysm commercial. Compare the Cataclysm video to the Mists of Pandaria video. What happened there? What happened at Blizz where they went, here's the Kata video, dragon destroying the world, to Mists of Pandaria, monk spinning with his wooden stick. Come on! I wasn't the only one who at BlizzCon saw that video and went, what the fuck? What is this? Are you fucking kidding me, Blizz? What is this video? What? StarCraft 2 got actual siege tanks and fucking Ultralisks storming a city? We got this panda dancing in front of a human and an orc? What? What the... What? The shit? Ugh. Okay. I was spending a few weeks getting some of my characters to 85. I decided my human mage would be my main. I had the geared out in heroic dungeon gear, so I started to do dailies in Tol Barad to get the awesome Drake of the West Wind. Priorities of a raider. My final day there questing, I came across a hunter named Atticus. Atticus. I came across a hunter named Atticus. I asked him, can I join your guild? He replied, let me see if we have any spots open. Right away, I thought this must be a great guild. I have never... Whoa! You mean you don't just invite me straight away? He has to check if they have spots open? What a guild. This is the big time. He's hit the big time. This is a guild that had to check if there were spots open. This is kind of a big deal now. We're moving up a level, right? We're taking it up. We're moving it up to the big leagues because now we had to check first. We can't just spam guild invites. Right away, I knew this was going to be a good guild. He whispered me back and said, welcome. I got the invite. I was greeted with welcomes from almost everyone in the guild. I loved the guild the second I joined. I hopped in bed right away and started talking away with people and got to know almost everybody. What a cheery guy. 2 weeks pass. 2 weeks later, I get a message from the guild leader one day asking me to raid in the core raid group. Team 1 bitches. Don't want to make a big deal out of it, but this is kind of a serious guild. Couldn't just invite me straight away. And I'm moving up to Team 1 within a couple of weeks. So, I don't want to blow my own horn here or anything, but I'm kind of important, right? I'm kind of important. I love the enthusiasm at that time of the game when you don't know any better. You don't know any better, and this all just seems magical, like you're a god amongst men. I was so excited because finally I'll be able to fulfill my dream of kata raiding. The day Dragon Soul was released, we started. Being in a raid group with all officers and the guild leader was so cool. Come on. Come on. Admire the amaze of not only am I in a raid group, right? Of many people in a very good guild. I'm in a raid group that contains officers and the guild master. So, like, get on my fucking level, people. Really, deal with me. This guy next to me is an officer of this amazing guild, right? And that over there is the GM. I'm just gonna take some screenshots right now of where I was that day when I made it to the top. We raided every Friday and Saturday night for about 3 hours. I was an hour ahead because I'm from East Canada. That's why you are so nice and everybody likes you. So nice. So it was a little tiring, but I got used to it. 2 weeks into the Dragon Soul, something clicked with everyone. Everyone in the core raid group were being more social through vent, guild chat, and people were even adding each other on Facebook. Oh! We fucking got there! It took us 2 goddamn weeks, motherfuckers, and we're on the good fucking book together. That, my friends, is the dream. Okay? I'm not trying to say we've got the most socially perfect guild in the world, a utopia if you will, but within 2 weeks we were adding each other on Facebook. That's kind of a good fucking deal. So Canadian, I love it. Everyone's so friendly, we're all on Facebook. It was so weird matching voices I heard over vent with faces on Facebook. And I discovered something really funny. The guild leader, a girl, and our main tank is married. It was all going so well. It was all going so well. We had the dream, didn't we, guys? We had everything. We had everything we could have hoped for. We had everything. We were socially getting along, right? We were talking. The main tank's married to the off tank. Let's get into it. By week 5, I got all the gear out of Dragon Soul and Arcane Mage could need. The last 2 sentences are some of the most devastating I could read in any drama story. Not only are your main tank and off tank married, but you're an Arcane Mage. It's just, it's like a cloud of acidic rain is just dropping all over me. I feel like I'm slowly dipping my balls into acid and I can't stop. I can't stop. Whew. I was the first with max Dragon Soul gear by a long shot. 2 weeks later, being top DPS in a core raid, Arcane Mage, I realised I could be raiding Heroic. I am so good on this Arcane Mage that I am so good that I could be raiding Heroic. I could do it, guys. I've got the skills. I could do it. I could be a Heroic Arcane Mage. I'm so freaking good at this class. Raid night on a Friday, 2 hours before the raid begins, I decided to leave the guild. I'm so fucking good. I'm leaving your guild, yo. I'm leaving. I'm just out of here. Fuck it. I'm too good for you. I've decided after playing Arcane for 5 weeks, right? I'm not going to, again, I don't want to blow my own horn, but I have been playing Arcane now for like 5 weeks. I think I know what I'm talking about. I'm topping the deeps with my mad skills, yo, that I decided that you guys are all terrible and I'm leaving. I'm leaving the guild that 2 sentences ago you said was the best guild you'd ever been in. And you were on the good book together. But I'm leaving, so I'm too good for you, so whatever. After I've been in it for close to a year he spent in that guild and just left because he was so fucking good. I just left and joined a Heroic Dragon Soul raiding guild. Immediately, I started getting whispers from the old guild as to why I left and angry messages. I told them, you're wasting my time in normal Dragon Soul. I can see you're upset. I have been with you for a year. We are Facebook friends, right? We're Facebook friends. I did get given all the loot I could want, right? I can see why you're mad. But it's important that you understand that it's a waste of my time playing with you. Goodbye. The bluntness is beautiful. It's a waste of my time. I left the guild because you're not even ready to try heroics. Because it was, and it's got air quotes here, too hard. But the worst thing was, guys, the worst thing about this, and you're not going to believe it, I was getting unfriended on Facebook left and right. It's just the counter was dropping left and right on Facebook, right? He had all these friends. And then suddenly he was like, it's like they're just disappearing. They're just like water under the bridge, man. They're just fucking going. And it was just, and it says it was the worst part, as I was getting unfriended left and right. As a 13-year-old in the current tech age, I imagine that's really damaging. It's really upsetting. Who's a young guy? Be honest. I said it. Okay. Admit it. Who's been upset that people have unfriended them on Facebook? Please tell me it was virtual people. Has anyone really been upset by it? Not like your mother, because that could be really sad, I guess. If like your brother like doesn't want to be your friend and publicly basically. But has anyone genuinely been upset like someone you barely know has unfriended you? It's like, but why? Why? Why did you do that? Why would you unfriend me? It wasn't that bad. But above all that, I started raiding with a heroic guild that night. So, swings and roundabouts, baby. I may be getting unfriended over there, but at the same time, started raiding heroic that night. And this is Heroic Dragon Soul, by the way. Best instance ever, so whatever. Best instance ever, so shut up. We made it up to Ultraxion after 2 weeks. That's not bad, that's alright. I only ended up getting a heroic staff that dropped from... I ended up getting a heroic staff that dropped from Hagara. I had that as well on my walk. During those 2 weeks of not being in the guild, I had heard from a member that I remained friends with that the old guild had stopped raiding because he was the linchpin, right? You can't just replace an arcane mage, can you? You might think you can get away with losing an arcane mage. It's not as if arcane mages grow on trees. They take weeks of practice to get to the top. You can't just find another arcane mage just lying around. Oh, why did the old guild break up? Why did the old guild break up? There's only one reason. There's only one reason that the old guild broke up. True story, I hated getting the lightning rod. I was in Method at the time. I hated getting lightning rod because now there's no incentive to go and get me Dragon Wrath. Because I got it in like my first run. Of course, the main tank and the husband had broke up. Yeah, I'm sorry, but shockingly, the couple broke up. I felt really bad hearing all this and had told the guild I was with that it was time I needed to stop raiding. It's weird, but I can remember being that age and like something happens that is so irrelevant to you, it's ridiculous, but you take it really hard. And like, I need a break from this because like the emotions are just getting to me. I'm so full of testosterone that I can't deal with anything. In brackets, it does say though, the guild master breaking up with her husband was not my fault, FYI, because they had been fighting IRL for like 3 weeks previous to me leaving. And we had to replace the husband plenty of times. Guilty conscience! It was totally your fault. We knew it wasn't your fault because you weren't even in the guild. But the fact that you put that in there, guilty conscience, bitch. I know you were involved. You were tapping that ass, weren't you? You were tapping that tank's ass with your arcane skills. Pressing 1 right on her love button. Oh, arcane style. Yeah. Missionary only, though. There's only one way arcane mages have sex. Missionary. But they do that one thing really well. Eventually, I came back to WoW for Mr. Pandaria. I stayed playing on my mage and decided to ask my friend named... Penguin. Penguin, you're in. I decided to ask my friend Penguin, who was an IRL friend, if he'd like to do Recruit a Friend with me. After years of telling Penguin about WoW, he always said it was such a stupid game, reminding him of a cartoon or something. But when I asked Penguin to do Recruit a Friend, he said, sure, why not? I was shocked. Finally, I get to play with an IRL friend of my favourite game. Of course, I was more excited on getting the Nightwing and free 30 days, but it was still fun to play with a friend, right? He was giving her the one. Yeah, arcane mages. Kaboom. Have you seen how I press 1? Really well. Eventually, me and Penguin had capped characters together at 90. We rejoined the old guild, getting the old band back together. People put their differences behind, and we even refriended each other on Facebook. Yeah! Finally, we got that bridge repaired. Finally, we repaired. I got my Facebook friends back. Everything is okay in the world once more. Okay? Everything's fine. I got my Facebook friends back. It's all good. It's all good. We got everyone's friends again. We'll put it behind us. That unfriending was nothing personal. I was back in good terms with the guild members, but the guild had already made their core group for Miss, and me and Penguin, and my friend Penguin, being the lazy person he is. Sorry, Penguin. Sorry, Penguin. You're a lazy git. Doesn't like committing to things that take time to do. He never wanted to raid. I tried convincing Penguin to raid, saying that you haven't experienced all of WoW until you have raided. But he refused. Penguin decided to do dailies on his 90 Warlock and level alts. A week later, Penguin tells me that he has beaten the game. Yes! That is everything Mr. Pandaria was about. Apathy! Completing the game! I don't need to raid, dipshit. I finished the game. Did you not see me do the dailies? I'm exalted with the Golden Lotus, okay? I know what's going on in Mr. Pandaria. I finished the game. I've beaten it. This reminds me of every fucking podcast that I listen to where World of Warcraft comes up. Where some fucking knob jockey came back to the game, went to the Timeless Isle, did LFR, and said he beat the game. I've beaten the game. He lacked a journey. He got mopped. You got mopped, bitch. You got mopped. But Penguin believes it. He's exalted. He knows what's going on. He's fine. He's fine with it. And therefore, there is no reason to raid or play with me. I don't even need to play with you anymore. This made me so angry as I bought him WoW the Chest and Wrath and Kata in the first place. Do you mean... you'd bought it? Do you mean you got your mom to buy it? Your poor mother, who's now buying WoW for other people. Well, yeah, technically, as Intrusion says, technically I saw every boss in the game. I don't know what you're talking about. Why would I want to commit to raid? It's everything I talk about. I love it. I eventually decided that to keep it playing, we would level alts. We had chats on Skype while we leveled, but sometimes the argument of him claiming to have beaten the game came up. And we always got into an argument that ended in the ending of the Skype call. Hung up the phone. Age 13 problems, baby. Age 13 problems. Pff, hung up on you on Skype. I'll have you know. We started threatening each other, refusing one to see the other's family as we had dinners at each other's houses, and leaving the WoW party in-game. Shit just got so real. You are not coming to my house to eat fish fingers and chicken nuggets, right? That's how serious this is. He went off to do quests on his own and create other characters. One day I felt like being a total jackass, so I logged onto an alt and transferred it to Alliance to gank him. I moved my 90 rogue and was ganking Penguin, putting his questing to a stop. He ended up then paying someone else gold to kill me so he could continue questing. That failed though. I killed the guy, killed the 90 priest and continued to gank Penguin. How much money have you spent on your little feud, mister? I've got to ask, how much money has been spent on your feud? It's like, we're up to like $300 now. We're up to like $300 fucking dollars have been spent on this. $300 at least have been spent on this feud. Jesus Christ. Canadians are rolling in the dosh, gotta be said. He then transferred his warlock over to the other faction and couldn't afford another faction transfer back. His level 90 he'd moved previously, couldn't afford to get it back. Beaten by the money. Yeah, beaten by the money. He outpaid, baby. Well paid. Well paid. A couple of weeks later, though, we Facebooked each other. Can't talk on Skype. Can't really see each other IRL anymore. We're going to have to take this to Facebook. We're going to take it to Facebook. It's got to be done. We're going to Facebook. We talked on Facebook for about a day. I got everything sorted out. Zuckerberg, you son of a bitch, you've done it again. Zuckerberg, just repairing friendships, repairing things, making the world a nicer place once again. That's Zuckerberg. What a guy. All became fine again, and he resubbed to WoW, and we played in a party together once again. Now it's the end of the Miss, we still play WoW. We are still in the guild, and at least I will be raiding in Warlords of Draenor. Me and Penguin host Magic the Gathering tournaments often and play many other games like Smite, Guild Wars and Star Wars The Old Republic. I hope you read this and have fun with this on Drama Friday. I'm a huge fan. I watch drama every Friday on full blast and listen from the kitchen while I cook supper. Your soup's burning! And that's for you. I'm trying not to catch the house on fire. Thank you for your story of your 13-year-old problems. Rocking, man. Fucking love it. Zuckerberg would be a good name for a warlock. I agree. Thanks, Facebook. You're the best. You're the best. Why not Hearthstone, though, right? So much better than Magic the Gathering. Starting some shit. Okay. I need a lady. Another lady. I need two ladies. Oh, this story's gonna be off the page. This story is just hilarious because this is the culmination of every new guild ever, and I love it. It's so fucking good. So good. Alright, I need some ladies. Here's a lady. Vinay, you're a lady. Who else is a lady? Get out, Keely. You've been a lady in like 8 drama stories. Adam, I just don't believe you. Sorry, who's that? Sniffy? Sniffy's in. Sniffy's in. And who looks like a hunter? Next one with green text. Pwned. In. Done. Alright, okay. For those of us who are pretty good at the game, okay? Not many of us, right? Not many of us. But for those of us who are okay at the game, we often wonder what it's like. What is it really like in those guilds where everyone's a noob? When they try and do something together, because they do, right? They do. Those guys in those guilds, they try. And they try and try and try to... they try and try and try to make things work. Don't they? And you can't blame them for that. Whoa. Woo. They try and try to do things together. And that might be something like, I don't know, a 5-man. Something like a 5-man where they can just team up and have a jolly old time. But what is it like? What is it like when a group of bad players, who are all the people who blame everyone else, right? They blame, you know, the types in LFR who pulled, who did this thing. And nobody knows because no one's good enough at the game to decide. Let's find out what happens in those stories. Chapter 1. Those fucking furballs, baby. Those fucking furballs. Oh, preaching a prophecy to you and all the ballers out there. After being inspired by some of your Drama Friday, I decided to share with you my tale of Zul'Farrak Run in Vanilla WoW. Because as we all know, being a fucking noob in Vanilla WoW required some good awful excuses when you wiped a dungeon group. Yeah. My tale begins on the year of WoW's release. I was halfway through high school at the time and I'd gone to my IRL friend, who's not in the story. He showed me that an MMO, it's a new concept for me at the time, had been released, based in the Warcraft universe. Being the 16-year-old that I was at the time, I instantly whipped out my cock and creamed my pants at the thought of being able to experience Warcraft from my own hero's perspective. I bought the game with cash money I'd earned working part-time, and after I'd finished installing, launched the game with ideas of how I wanted my character to be. Unfortunately for me, my friend failed to explain the concept of servers. Why is that in inverted quotations? Orange sherbet. The concept of servers. And in order to play alongside him, I'd have to be on the same server as him. After making a female night elf rogue, that's the female night elf rogue stance, right? And leveling to 10 after 6 hours because I kept pulling too many furballs and getting my sexy elven ass destroyed, I was informed by my friend that I would have to change servers and re-roll another character. Rats. I did. I re-rolled to a female night elf hunter after being so shit at the rogue, and I figured shooting from range would help me survive better. It didn't. And I died so many times that all my gear broke, and I didn't realise that I had to repair it. Clearly, this was going to be a long and arduous journey. I've got to say, I just want to point this out, that one of the stories that I had to dismiss, I didn't have enough stuff going on here for today, did involve a warlock who got to level 6 after like a day, and then kept wondering where his dagger had gone, and his dagger had broken. And he spent a day like, where's my dagger? So he was punching mobs on a warlock. When he phoned his friend about it. That was right. He phoned his friend about it. And his friend said, you don't use daggers. You use Shadow Bolt. And his answer to that question was, I don't believe you. And found another dagger for his warlock. It was a good moment. It was the best moment in the story. It was really cool. Chapter 2 then. The Ninja Puller. Fast forward a couple of months when I joined a guild on my server called Horde Dinner. At level 40. I was level 40 by this time, and as my friend was a member and wanted to do some dungeons, I was still fucking terrible at the game, and... Why is this guy not in the story? He's mentioned so many times. Okay, that's Shifty. Alright, sorry, IRL friend is Shifty. He changed the name. God damn it. Goofing on my drama time, author. It's Shifty. Okay. Shifty failed to explain the concept of service, so now you know who Shifty is. So Shifty was a female night elf. Shifty, I was so bad at the game, and Shifty had re-rolled to start a female night elf resto druid and had leveled her to 42. Yes, a hunter in vanilla was out-leveled by a resto druid. I played marksmanship as I didn't like the idea of BM or survival. I stupidly went onto the auction house at level 40. What happens at level 40? What happens at level 40 for the hunters? You all know. I bought a set of male armor for level 20s with a variety of garbage stats in it because I thought wearing any kind of mail was better than the leather gear I was wearing. As far as I know, there is only one character that can, oh no, two, who can wear mail before level 40. They're not hunters. That strength gear must be looking pretty swag on that level 40 hunter. Level 20 male strength gear? Doing it right, baby. I'm so strong though. Cause male, baby. Fucking male in your grill, right? Look at me. Fucking looking so good. Looking so swaggy now. I'm a level 20 strength male. Another hunter in my guild called Pwned. Another hunter in my guild called Pwned was overjoyed to hear that there were only that we were the only other two hunters in the guild, and we got chatting. Pwned was a male night elf hunter. So many night elves in vanilla. Oh, this brings back memories where everybody was a fucking night elf. Everybody was a fucking night elf. I was nice enough, but had great difficulty in understanding the game. Both Pwned and our author are really bad hunters in vanilla. I want you to sink that in for a minute. 2 bad hunters vanilla. 2 bad hunters vanilla. That's fucking terrible. The guild leader, Sniffy, asked if Pwned, Shifty, and myself would like to go to Zul'Farrak for some gear, along with a holy priest who is fairly unimportant to this story, so I will not name them. My epic failed dungeon journey was about to begin, and little did I know, I was about to discover how bad I actually was. Zul'Farrak is a godsend in vanilla. Zul'Farrak was the most, in fact, the only reason you could ever get past Tanaris. Zul'Farrak was so fucking good in vanilla. I miss its importance. Zul'Farrak, as soon as you could get those quests, 7 fucking quests or something in Zul'Farrak, 2 levels or something guaranteed after 1 run. So good. We entered Zul'Farrak and I was nervous, hoping that I didn't look like a tool in front of my guild members, having corpse warped through 90% of the game and resulted in wearing shit white and green mail 20 levels below me. You bought white mail items. White mail items. 20 levels lower, white mail items. Fuck me. And he spent gold on it too. Everything was going fine. Everything was going fine. Pwned's pet spider gave me a chuckle for some reason, as he had named it Jeff. And the thought of Pwned pointing at an enemy and yelling, "Go Jeff," just seemed ridiculous to me. When we reached... Okay. Quick question. There's a solid 1 minute delay on my chat on Twitch, which is always good for this kind of stuff. What rooms are going to be horrible? I can think of at least 2. There's 2 rooms. There's 2 rooms in Zul'Farrak, especially in vanilla, where it's going to go horribly wrong. Go. When we reached the Scarabs, however, shit hit the fan. While waiting for Sniffy to pull the patrolling trolls, I stupidly right-clicked one of the Scarabs and auto-shotted it. We wiped instantly. As a metric fuck ton of Scarabs swarmed the group. Nobody seemed to realise my error, however. As a few moments of shock, chat was filled with questions such as, what happened? Who pulled? Who was it? Who did this? I demand blood! LFR chat. You see, you think LFR's a new thing, man. It's old as fuck all this shit. What happened? Who pulled? Kick them! Kick them! Kick them! I can just imagine that. I can't help it. Like, I did the April Fool's Warriors story, right? And it's exactly the kind of thing that I picture people doing when they start going ballistic in LFR and dungeon groups, where they start screaming and shouting uncontrollably. Like, uncontrollably about who to blame. Kick him! On Thursday, yesterday, I almost got kicked from an LFR because we were waiting for 40 minutes. I, however, was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I almost got kicked from an LFR by the tank who demanded that everybody who was sat down be kicked because they're AFKers in the dungeon while we were waiting for the other tank. I almost got kicked. People were like, kick preach. I looked at the screen, like, what the fuck? People trying to kick. Sat down. Kick this guy. He sat down. Why is he not jumping and waiting? Well, everybody must jump and wait with me. Jump and wait with me. They must, idiots. Who pulled? Panicking and knowing that I had made the mistake and would tarnish my honour, I did the only logical thing I could have done at the time. I blamed Jeff, the pet spider, stating that I saw Pwned auto shot, causing Jeff to pull all the scarabs. I saw it. It was him. It was the one-armed man. It was him. I saw it. It was a terrible excuse. One said never going to work in a million years. However, Pwned admitted to it, even though he hadn't done it, because he's so bad as well. Two terrible people. Pwned admitted to shooting the mobs after he hit the wrong key. Whether he was trying to bail me out or we both had moments of noobness at the same time, we may never know. So I allowed Pwned to take all the blame, not feeling the slightest bit bad about it. Two bad people. Maybe it's like Eddie Murphy Raw. Mr. T comes up to him and is like, you shot those scarabs. No, I didn't. Maybe you didn't. Maybe I did shoot those scarabs. I don't know. I just don't fucking get it. I don't know what's going on. Two huntards battling it out. Further into the dungeon, though, some troll mobs angered Pwned as he strayed too close to a gap in the wall. Why? Because once again, Sniffy became frustrated at this, as it was the third time that Pwned had pulled by accident. 4 if you count the one that I blamed him for. A massive argument broke out in guild chat asking, how the fuck can you possibly ninja pull so many times? Pwned, of course! Blamed it on the lag. Yes! Got it! Nailed it! You know what it is? How can you do this? Lag, mate. I'm fucking lagging. I can't tell you, man. I'm lagging so hard. That's the only explanation. I'm lagging. It's nothing to do with the fact that I just keep right-clicking anything that I can see. It's nothing to do with that. It's just the lag. He then proceeded to explain to us that the mobs were far away on his screen and that they warped to him and killed him. They're just like, fucking, how scary would that be? They were far away. And then they warped to me and then they just killed me. I don't know what to do. It's incredible. You should see what my screen looks like. It's like being with the weeping angels in Doctor Who. I blink and they're fucking all over me and I'm dead. Jesus, dude. Sniffy persevered with Pwned, knowing all too well that he wasn't doing it on purpose. We cleared to the end of the dungeon after 3 grueling hours. 3 hours each. ZF run. Nice. Standing at the gong that used to summon Gazrilla in vanilla. We needed the mallet, of course. Something that I had no fucking clue about, as I mainly just tagged behind everyone else doing shit DPS. I knew how to run, auto shot, and die. I don't know much in this game we call Warcraft, but I do know how to follow everyone else, auto shot, and die. And ergo, I'm one of the best hunters in the game. I'm one of the best hunters in the game. As I was totally useless, and everyone else had bypassed the quest to get it, the duty to activate the gong fell to Pwned. I'm sorry, Pwned, that it had to be you. who carried so much shit in his bags, I'm surprised he even knew what the mallet was. But he had done the quest. He had done the quest. So I was surprised he had brought the mallet. And then asked, what do I do with it? Do you have the mallet, Pwned? I do. But what does it mean? I have the mallet. I have it. But what do I do with it? What do I do with it? I just don't know. I have it. It's here. What do I do with it? Sniffy explained. Just use it on the gong and it'll summon the boss. Sounds easy, right? Pwned at this moment didn't notice the giant golden cog that displayed when he moused over the gong and decided that the best course of action would be to drag the mallet from his bag, hover it over the gong, and click before pressing yes, thinking that the message box was asking if he wanted to start the fight. Oh man. As many of you will know, this did indeed delete the item and it was now lost in space and time. I got this, said Pwned with a cry of victory. I got this. Delete. A few minutes passed with no boss in sight. Minutes have passed. But the thing is, right, Pwned believes he started the fight. As far as he's concerned, he's done it. He's like, where is it? I've fucking done it. Yeah, I got the thing. It said, yes, do you want to start the fight? I pressed yes. I don't know. And everyone's asking Pwned if he'd done it. He's like, yeah, I fucking done it. I fucking done it. I did it. Sniffy asked him what he was doing. Pwned eventually, step by step, explained what he had done. And silence fell over guild chat. Clearly the group had had enough of Pwned antics and exploded, telling them that he had caused 4 wipes, one of which was my fault, and now wasted everybody's time by deleting the only item to summon the last boss. Pwned quickly became upset at this and started typing in caps lock. Shit just turned up, right? About how I was a massive noob and that the scarab pull was my fault and that he only took the blame because he felt sorry for me. Pwned knew! What a twist! Pwned knew all along. Pwned was fucking doing you a solid. And you wrote him into the story like a piece of shit. Pwned was doing you a fucking solid. I was shocked, ladies and gentlemen. Shocked and stunned that my noobishness had almost been uncovered. So I did what my instincts told me to do, I responded. Prepare for the sickest burn ever? You are so shit at this game, maybe you should just quit. This spelled the end for both Pwned and the guild. In a fantastic display of rage, Pwned branded us all a bunch of cunts. And G quit. An hour later though, Sniffy also stated that she was quitting, saying that she was sick of dealing with the retards in this game. You're so bad that you caused someone to quit the game. Not because of abuse, but because her vision of the WoW player was now so low that she had to quit the game. With my guild gone, my pride hurt, and the knowledge gained that I would most likely always be shit at this game, I also logged off and quit. Thankfully, my story has a happy ending. I returned to WoW near the end of the Burning Crusade and been playing ever since. I am now a role player. I'm doing PvE and RP with my guild. I never found out what happened to Pwned, but I'm sure wherever he is, he's in a better place. Thank you for listening to my story, and I hope you had an awesome time in Warlords of Draenor. We will! We fucking will have a good time in Warlords of Draenor. I guarantee we will. Thank you for those newbie stories. I am looking, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of our Drama Friday. Of course, it's going to be Warlords of Draenor weekend. So much information to talk about. I'm looking for some more drama stories. We've not had so many really dramatic stories. I've had some ones where they're a little bit scary with people getting beat up and like abuse. Don't really want to go down that road. Don't really want to go down that road. But we want some wonderful, wonderful, dramatic events. My door is open.
See Max?
Sure. He's wearing his... Let's play Where's Wally? As I say goodbye to you, as I go and enjoy dinner with you. You going for dinner? As I go and enjoy dinner, have a great weekend. There's a web show tomorrow, of course. Web show is tomorrow. Sorry. Web show is tomorrow. You smell like watermelon.
He just said watermelon.
Have a great web show. Join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. for the web show. I'll announce it on the Twitter machine. Other than that, bye! Bye!